All right, Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites, and we come out every week to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom called America, ruled by Esau, the so-called white man. All right, but first and foremost, we want to say Kal, Halayim, La, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Ha, Kodash, Ma'amah. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders. And Shalom to you, Akim and Akwatim and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. We having a, what was this called? Like a flash, a breakout camp? Just something quick? Yeah. You know, a spur of the moment camp. So we just moving in the spirit, man. You know, a few more brothers gonna come down here. And the ones that can't make it today because it's during the week, it's all good. All right? Somebody get Hebrews 2 and 10. In Joshua 5 and 14, because Hebrews 2 and 10.
I got it.
Because what you have what you call the Space Force that Trump is building. All right, now they have their Space Force put together. Now they're trying to recruit, and by recruiting, Trump just put it out there. I was watching Jesse Ventura earlier, and he was snapping, going crazy on Trump, because Trump is trying to train Navy SEALs to go out there into space. And what Jesse Ventura was saying is these Navy SEALs, they knuckle draggers, meaning they just take orders. They're not brainiacs like the astronauts. So the training is different. The Navy SEALs, you train for your physical body. Out there in the astronaut realm, being an astronaut, you're not trying to lift things, you know? So it's all mental. Make sure you don't break out there. So he's training Navy SEALs to take over the heavens, all right, the orbit around the earth. For what? He's saying, you know, back during what was his name, Ronald Reagan. He was saying he wanted to build a space force so they can fight and attack any oncoming dangers. Really, they're talking about fighting against Yahawashi, the Lord, all right, and his chariots. So he was saying, yeah, man, we can fight an outside force. No, you're not. What it is, they're gonna be fighting each other. That's all it's for, man. And Jesse Ventura said something that stuck out to me. He was like, yeah, they're going to be fighting each other. Because if they fight anybody out there, if there's anybody out there, any other beings, which there is, Yahawashi and the angels. If there's anybody out there, their technology is way more advanced than ours. So why would they even think about fighting them? And I'm all like, yep, you about right there. And it just stuck out to me. And I looked up the word Navy. And it just means ship, all right? Now, the reason they saying ship, it'd be what? They taking spaceships out there into space, and they're going to be orbiting the Earth, all right? And what's it called? Their space stations. And they're going to be trying to go to war with each other, man, all right? They're looking at that as another war ground, another battleground, a battle arena. That's what Mike Pence called it. So now, you have what you call the waters, where the Navy rules the ships at. You have the Air Force, and you have the Army running the ground. But now you have the Navy SEALs going to be out there in space trying to deal with the waters out there. That's why they know. That's why they're not training the Air Force. They're training the Navy, because they know they're dealing with waters and maritime. All right? So so you have the Navy running the waters down here, and they're trying to let them run the waters out there in the heavens, which is called Shemayim. Now let's start it off and get to some scriptures, and we're going to prove that those are waters out there in the heavens, just like it's waters down here upon the earth. And also that the Navy that they're going to send out there is going to be in what? Ships. And they're trying to rule the waters out there, man. All right, they look at that as another battle arena. What you got there?
I was just looking up the etymology of the ship.
Yep.
Trying to find it. Go ahead, bring that on. I'll find it.
This is Hebrews chapter 2, verse 10. It says, For it became him from whom are all things, and by whom are all things is in bringing many sons unto glory, to make the captain of their salvation perfect through suffering.
Right, and the reason we call him the captain, why? Because he's the captain of the ship, Yahawashi. All right, he's going to show you damn people, show you heathens that he rules the seas. He rules the waters on the earth and in the heavens. He rules the heaven and earth. All right? So the Shemayim and the ships that he runs, he's the captain. You see that? And you people are the damn pirates. All right, so Yahawashi is our captain. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 11, it says, for both he that sanctified and they who are sanctified are all of one, which, I'm starting from the top again. It says, for both he that sanctified and they who are sanctified are all of one, for which cause he is not ashamed to call them brothers.
That's right, man. So our captain is our brother. All right. So let's get Joshua 5:14. So he's the captain. All right. And he's also a soldier. Scripture say he's a warrior. All right. A god of war. You want to get that? Yeah. Let's get that too. And he's the captain of what? Of armies. The Lord of Sabaoth. You know what I said? Sabaoth.
I got Exodus.
Yep. If you want to get that too.
All right, this is Exodus chapter 15, verse 3.
Yep.
It says, the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahawashi is a man of war. The Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahawashi is his name.
You see this, boy?
Come on.
Yeah, so the Lord is a man of war, man. That's why I ain't giving that $5, the damn devil. Look, cut him on that. That's why you don't help everybody, man. Goddamn demon.
Come.
I'm glad I ain't help this demonic ass. But he said the Lord is a man of war. So he's a man, a male figure, and he, of war, man. All right, so that's what Jesse Ventura was mad about. He was like, yo, why is it that they going out into space and they got to be based on war? Why can't it be based on them working together? Why? Because, go ahead, bring that up real quick.
Sabaoth.
Yeah, let me get something real quick.
All right, this is James chapter 5, verse 4. It says, behold, the hire of the laborers which have reaped down your fields, which as of you kept back by fraud, crieth, and the cries of them have reaped and entered into the ears of the Lord of Sabaoth.
Right,
So basically that's talking about the Lord. That word Sabaoth means army. So the Lord of armies. That's why when you hear throughout the scriptures the Lord of hosts, the word host means armies. All right. So the Yahawashi Yahawashi, just like the brother Debar read, is a God of war, man. So he said, think not that I come to send peace when I come on earth, but I come not to send peace but a sword, man. So according to 2 Ezra 13, talks about how what's going to happen when Yahawashi returns, man.
We're going to get that too. You can get Mark chapter 3. Somebody. Mark chapter 3 and 23. And we're going to show what that is, man. Why Trump and Russia and China, all these nations want to have a war out in the heavens. All right, they're trying to build up for that war, but that war not going to happen. The Lord going to show up and fight them. That's how you know we at the end, man. Because the Lord not going to let them go to war out there in the heavens. They're going to go to war right there in Armageddon. All right, go ahead, brother.
This is Mark chapter 3, verse 23. And he called them unto him and said unto them in parables.
All right, watch. In parables.
In the parables, how can Satan cast out Satan?
Yep, go ahead.
And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand.
Right, so when they became confederate against us, now their whole confederacy is broken up, man. Their whole agreement upon earth, everybody was clinging to America, and now they're running away from her like she stink. All right, go ahead, brother.
Verse 25, it says, and if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand.
Right, so Esau's house is divided. Your heathendom amongst you other heathens, the ambassador Esau, all y'all are divided now. Moab, China, Russia, Ammon, Ishmael, all you damn heathens, man, the Syrians, the Assyrians, whoever, Africans. All right, go ahead, one more.
It says, verse 25.
And this is why, right here.
No, verse 20, verse 26. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but have an end.
But has an end. So when we see Russia and all them building up in the orbit, and they're talking about their Space Force and Ventura, like, yo, why they gotta be war against each other? This is why, because it has an end. You see that? So we looking for that. All right, go ahead, brother. What did you have earlier?
Joshua 5 and 14.
There was one more. James.
Oh, I brought that up.
You did?
James, Lord of Sabaoth.
Oh, okay. Throw it, bro.
All right. This is Joshua chapter 5, verse 14. And he said, nay, But as captain of the host of the Lord, I am now come.
Oh, can you go up a couple more verses? About that when he showed up on him. All right, this is when Yahawashi showed up on Joshua, man. All right, it says an angel, but Yahawashi is the captain of the host.
This is Joshua chapter 5, verse 13. And it came to pass when Joshua was by Jericho that he lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, there stood a man over against him, with his sword drawn in his hand.
Right.
And Joshua said unto him, and Joshua went unto him and said unto him, Art thou for us or our adversaries?
Right. Go ahead. Now you keep going. I ain't gonna break it down too much unless you want to speak on it.
Okay. And verse 14, and he said, Nay, but as captain of the host of the Lord, I now come.
See? He said, but as captain of the Lord, man. Right? To do the Father's will, to give out the commands. He ain't come to slaughter nobody or be for them. He just came to do the Lord's will. All right? So he's the captain of the Lord's army. And we read the one earlier where he said he's the captain of the host.
Okay.
Right? Can we get that again?
James?
Yeah, I think it was.
Or you want me to
Hebrews 2 and 10.
All right. This is Hebrews chapter 2, verse 10.
Yeah, man.
It says, For it became him for whom are all things, and by whom are all things, and bringing many sons unto glory, to make the captain of their salvation perfect through suffering.
Wow, man. So he's the captain of our salvation, perfect through suffering. See that? All right. So he's the captain. I should look at the word captain, but you know, we know what that means. Yeah, Psalms 104 and 4, 1.
All right. This is Psalms 104 and 1.
Yep.
Bless the Lord, Yahawashi, Yahawashi, O my soul, O Lord, my power. Thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty,
Right.
who covers thyself with light as with a garment.
So that's what y'all dealing with when y'all go out there in the heavens. When y'all go out there in the Shemayim, because that's how you say heavens in the Hebrew, Shemayim. And how you say waters in the Hebrew, Mayim. You see that? The Shemayim, and then you got the Mayim up on the earth, in the oceans, or what you call seas. And the Lord calls out there the sea as well, the open sea. You see that? Go ahead. So that's what you're dealing with. He done clothed himself in out there with the heavens, man. He gonna scare the hell out y'all. Go ahead, brother.
Who stretches out the heavens like a curtain.
Yep. So he the one that stretched it out. That's why you can't go out there. That's why you can't get outside the orbit. All right.
Who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters.
Yep. Oh, he laid the beams. The beams of his chambers in the waters, man. So what's that? His chariots, his temple out there, man. In the heavens, in the waters, in the Shemayim. All right, so there's waters out there. Go ahead, brother.
Who maketh the clouds his chariot.
Oh, so he got clouds out there that's chariots. And that's what's going to pop up on you damn devils once y'all go out there, man. All right, once he catch y'all, he show up and catch y'all off guard. All right, that's what's coming, the chariot. Go ahead, brother.
Who walketh upon the wings of the wind. Who maketh his angels spirits and his ministers a flaming fire.
Right, so he got spiritual power. That's what you're dealing with. All right, so you should be scared. When Trump and America's so damn prideful, man, they're going to go out there and they're going to build, but the Lord going to throw down.
Okay.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Acts chapter 7. I'm going to start at verse 48. It says, Howbeit the Most High dwell not in temples made with hands, saith the prophet.
There you go.
Heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool. What house will ye build me, saith the Lord, Yahawashi Yahawashi, or what is the place of my rest?
There you go.
So with that being said, you going out there into the Lord in his home, man.
It's real.
How you gonna say you gonna battle him in his own house, man? The things that he have created, man. So you can't even buck up against that, man.
Right.
All right, because what all Yahawashi Yahawashi have said, when he's going to throw down your satellites, your naval base that you're trying to build up there in the outer space, he's gonna bring all that down, man.
Yep.
Cause you don't belong up there anyway, man.
Right.
You never go to another man's house with that bull jive anyway.
That's right.
That's just it. And
right.
really the whole earth is the house of Yahawashi Yahawashi, but he gave it to the hand of the wicked just to promote his power, just to show his power. That's why he's rising Esau. That's why he's putting the unction in Esau's head to make it feel like he can come against the Lord, because they know something's coming from outside of this earth, from outside of this realm.
Right.
And they're trying to prepare themselves for it, but there's no way for them to prepare themselves.
Right.
But their pride is what's going to deceive them to make them feel like they can prepare themselves.
Oh, you got something? Oh, not yet. No, let's go ahead and get that. Sure. Yeah. Let's run it how the spirit runs.
Alright. This is Revelation chapter 12, verse 7. And it says, and there was a war in heaven, Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels.
Right, so there's going to be war in the heavens. And what does the word heaven mean? Shemayim. So they're going to be out of space. All right, so when they show up, when the angels show up and Yahawashi and the angels, they're going to fight against all your armies. They're going to have a real army out there waiting on the Lord. You know, damn Navy SEALs trained in spaceships now. Ain't that something? And the Lord gonna show up with his chariots and tear y'all up, man. It's gonna be like figs falling from the damn sky with the missiles too. All right. And your spaceships, your spacecraft, your what else they got? Your stealth bombers. Any aircraft you got is not better. It's not stronger or equipped than the vehicles called chariots, man, of Yahawashi. The clouds of heaven. All right. You got more? Yeah, more. All right. So the war in the heavens, man. So the angel Michael, they're gonna fight against what? The dragon, being the European Union and NATO, right? And all these damn armies. Go ahead, brother.
All right, verse 8, it says, and prevailed not, neither was their place found anymore in heaven.
So at that point, the Lord gonna bring you down, man. All right, when you raise up against the men of the Lord, when you raise up into the heavens, the Lord gonna bring you down. Because why? You trespassing on the Lord's doorstep.
It says, and the great dragon was cast out, the old serpent called the devil.
Right, so there's not gonna be any more place found for you in heaven, man. You know, you're gonna be brought low where you belong, down to the pit. You ain't gonna be able to go up there to the sky no more. You ain't gonna be able to be in these high sky rises. You ain't gonna be able to be in them helicopters. What do you call that? Where they shut down the area with somebody's city, a no-fly zone. You ain't gonna be able to set up no-fly zone. You ain't gonna be the prince of the air no more. You know?
And you know what's the messed up part about it is? You know what's gonna be the agonizing part about it is for him, for Esau, for the devil and the serpent, is because he's still gonna have that haughty spirit, that haughty pride, but he's gonna be brought down to the dust.
That's right, man.
And he's gonna still have that pride, and that's gonna be miserable for him on this earth to see the children of Israel. That's gonna be so miserable for him, man. Like, for real.
Always trying to climb back up.
Always trying to climb back up, but he can't lift nothing up but his head like a snake.
Bunch of red crabs in the bucket.
I got a quick interjection. All right, just how the Lord had brought down Pharaoh, he lifted him up just to show his power, man.
That's right, brother.
This is Romans chapter 9, verse 17. It says, for the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth, man. So the Lord, just how he raised up Pharaoh, just to show his power, that he is the true power, man. All right, and that he ruleth in the kingdom of men, man. He could raise you up, and he could also bring you down, man. So that's all Yahawashi is doing unto Esau, man. All right, and he's and lifting up the pride and trump La'ab and thinking that he's gonna buck up against the Lord, man. You crazy, man. All right. The Lord said to deceive, and the deceiver is his, man. So he's deceiving you to think that you got a possibility to come at him, man.
I got an extra clip for you, backing me up.
Come on.
All right. This is 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 7. The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich. He bringeth low and he lifteth up. He raiseth up the poor out of the dust and lifteth up the beggar from the dunghill, to set him among princes and make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillar of the earth are the Lord, Yahawashi, and he has set the world upon them.
So the Lord raised him up and he bring him down, man. All right. So the Lord is raising up this down devil, all right, his kingdom, all right, and the pride in his La'ab, thinking that he could do something. You crazy, man. The Lord is going to be the same one to bring you down, man. Just so his name, Yahawashi, could be declared through the whole earth once again, man. Even though it's being declared by his men that he has set up around the globe.
And it says he has lifted the beggar out of the dunghill to bring them unto glory. and put the world on the pillar. What world is he talking about? He's talking about the nation of Israel. That's the world he's talking about. Killing you, John 3:16.
Come.
All right. So we're the ones that he's going to put on the pillar. Not even all of Israel right now, but only the elect, and then the rest of them are going to be born into the kingdom, man.
Yep. That goes into Lazarus.
Come.
Being the beggar.
You got Obadiah?
I was just thinking that.
You was thinking
Probably
that
have the CUD.
Yeah. That probably have the CD. That's right, brother.
This is Amos.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Amos chapter 9. I'm gonna start at verse 2. It says, "Though they dig into hell, thus shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, thus will I bring them down." Man. So though you though you digging the underground bunkers for these nuclear missiles in the midst of World War III, the Lord said He's gonna bring you out of them holes, man. All right, with the elect and the angels, man. All right, because right now we are fishing, but soon, Lord willing, we could become them hunters in that time, man, when we come down from heaven. And though you building up, you climbing up into the heavens, the Lord said He's gonna bring you down, man.
Yep.
So, because the scriptures is already written. So once the Lord says it, it's gonna happen, man. You're crazy.
Yeah.
It's funny because they're devising a plan with the bunkers and hiding places, right? And to bring America to bring some nuclear destruction, and they're devising all this, but they don't even know it's to their own demise, though. It's the funny part about it. It's like, yeah, I wish I sitting right there. We gonna do this.
No. Can you imagine? Can you imagine being in the woods? You setting the damn trap. Like, I got the trap. I got my bait. I got the damn cage. And anybody find out, that shit for you.
That shit for you.
Setting your own damn trap.
And you don't find out till you fall into that motherfucker.
Somebody say they're gonna pay you to set a trap for somebody. You find out it's for your dumb ass.
Damn, what's the scripture says? He digging the pit, but he should fall.
Go into it.
God, man, because he's digging that pit, man.
Yeah.
All right, but the Lord's but Esau's gonna be the one that fall in that pit, man.
Yep.
So your hope is very vain, man. It's not promising to your future. All right, because your future, the near future that's finna come, is that you Edomites is finna go into slavery, man.
Yeah. And the same thing that the devil promised or offered to Yahawashi, he offered it to y'all too, and y'all took the bait. All right, the same spiritual demon Satan is offering y'all people riches. He offering y'all wealth and riches and reward to set traps for people, and that's what you're gonna fail at.
I'm gonna get this one at Proverbs chapter 16.
Right.
This is Proverbs chapter 16, verse 4. It says, "The Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahawashi have made all things for Himself, yea, even the wicked for the day of evil," man. All right. So the day of evil is finna come to the shores of America. All right. To basically destroy your kingdom, man. All right. To basically show that who is the real, true, living power, man. All right. Yahweh by Shem Yahawashi, man. So He created you just for the day of evil, man.
That's it.
That's all you was created for, man. To do your wickedness, all right, to play out your role in this movie, all right, and then for your next role that's going to come in part 2 is slavery, man.
Yep.
And then after that, you're going to be eradicated, man. You're going to be destroyed, man, because you still have to pay for all the things that you have done unto the children of Israel.
Yeah, we got our punishment. You got to get yours.
Come.
Can you imagine how we felt hearing that we were going to slavery, and then in slavery, finding out that we was gonna die in that time? Hey, that's it. That was it. We was gonna die. So hey, y'all finding out y'all judgment.
All right, this is Proverbs chapter 26, verse 27. It says, "Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him." So it's just like Esau just looking like Wildy Coyote out here, and we the road runner, man. He said he's setting these traps, but at the end of the day, he gonna fall right into the same traps that he's setting for us, man. And he gonna fall right into his own snare.
And what you say? The higher he goes up, the more you gonna fall. The Lord let you build it way up. Your wickedness gonna reach into the heavens, and it's literally doing that all the way out into the Shemayim. Y'all going out there now.
With your wickedness.
With your wickedness, man. You know, got all type of idols on the spaceship and shit, faggots on there.
Yeah.
You know, Esau on the ship.
Yeah. Who let you motherfuckers in my house?
Who let you? What the fuck? Oh, at the screen. He ain't let you get outside of that orbit.
Hell no.
They ain't let. They just orbit the Earth. That's it. And they fighting over that orbit. All right. Look at that 2 Ezra 13.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 13, and I'm going to start at verse 1.
Yep.
It says, "And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night.
Yep.
And lo, there rose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the ways thereof." Shalaki.
That's right. So point it up in the sky. So what it's talking about, the sea, is talking about the Shemayim, meaning out in the heavens. A wind rose from the sea and it moved all the sky and out there in the ocean. It caused what you call a whirlwind.
Can you get it?
Yep.
All right, I got it. Quick image.
It caused a whirlwind, man.
Right here.
Same way a helicopter makes all that chaos in the waters. When, you know, so imagine it coming out of the sky.
This is
guys are the black Israelites.
Hebrew Israelites, not black. Hebrew. Is it?
Black, I know.
My man. Thank you, brother. All right, bro. That's what's up, man. Look us up online.
I
Lion.
already do. I love you guys.
All right, peace to you too, bro. Let's get it.
Hey, this is Isaiah chapter 66, verse 15. All right. It says, "For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with his fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire."
Right. So when the Lord shows up, he's coming with chariots, man, with the so-called white man called UFOs. All right. And he's going to what? He's rendering his anger. All right. He's not coming out to hand out flowers or be nice to anybody. He's coming to what? Bring his anger, righteous anger.
Come.
All right, and his chariots are going to be like what? A whirlwind. All right, what you call what is that called? A hurricane.
Come.
Sheesh. Probably going to be like a category 7, 17, category 700, 777.
Verse 16, "For by fire and by his sword will the Lord Yahweh, by Shem Yahawashi, plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many."
There you go.
So that just to show you right there, man. See, when most people when they hear this word, they take it lightly. The Lord telling you when he come back, he's finna slay many people, man, for their transgressions against him, against his laws, for all the wickedness that's going on. So what type of mindset should you be in, man? This how the Lord is coming. He says, "Think not that I come to send peace on earth, but a sword," man. We read it to y'all, man. And that's something that you don't take lightly or flee from, man. All right.
Hey, all right, brother. Peace to you, man. All right, man. Hey, so, he basically got edified, probably. Probably more edified.
She was chewing him out though.
Yeah.
Lady, yeah.
She was checking him. That's crazy.
Yeah, she was chewing him out.
Damn.
I swear. That's why I look like that, yeah.
She got cut. But the funny thing is, man, I was watching yesterday. We all watch weird shit just to kind of look up everything, man. But I was watching. They dived from orbit. Motherfucker took a spaceship out into orbit and just bungee jumped off that shit.
I
Just
seen
jumped.
that shit.
You saw that? And he started spinning.
Yeah.
You know, he went into hyperdrive, hyper mode, hyperplane, whatever you call that. So he went supersonic.
Yeah.
They said he went supersonic. He was like this, spinning, and he was like, "Oh, my joint getting foggy." And they said you're getting to the coldest point now, and then it's gonna start getting hotter as it gets closer. Man, listen, it was so much pressure on that man's body, and just thinking about, I was watching it from the view that he was showing coming down to the earth.
Yeah.
Just thinking about us coming down to the earth. You know, like the Lord says, when He delivers us, we're gonna go up in chariots and be brought back down to the earth, man. But what is that gonna be? What is that gonna be called? It's gonna be called what? Re-entering the orbit, the atmosphere, and that's heavy, man. You know, man can't even go out there without a ship or a suit. And the Lord gonna bring us down from that, down to the earth, nice and calm. Ain't no falling, no free falling, scared, hyperplane, and going crazy shit. No, my glass is fogging up. You know, it's gonna be nice and steady. He said we're gonna trust in His wings. All right. Where was that?
Back in 2nd Ezra.
Yeah, 2nd Ezra. Let's get it.
So this is 2nd Ezra chapter 13. I'm gonna start at verse 2 again. It says, "And lo, there rose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the ways thereof.
Yeah, man, it's gonna scare the shit out of us.
And I beheld, and lo, the man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven."
Right, so let's talk about Yahawashi when He shows up with His chariots. What is it? Thousands of angels in Him. Right here. You got it, my brother.
All right, this is Psalm 68:17. The chariots of Yahweh are 20,000, even thousands of angels. The Lord is among them as in Sinai in the holy place. Thou hast ascended on high. Thou hast led captivity captive. Thou hast received gift from men. Yea, for the rebellious also the Lord Yahweh might dwell among them.
So he coming with 20,000 chariots, legions of angels, and the men that die in the truth gonna be with him. He gonna wax strong as he telling them to come with him. All right, and getting stronger and stronger as he gets closer to the earth.
God.
You know. Go ahead. You can, anything I missed to you. So the chariots are talking about what you idiots call UFOs.
All right, I'm gonna jump down to 20, verse 21. Psalm 68, 21. It says, "But Yahweh shall wound the head of his enemies, and the hairy scalp of such a one as goeth on the steel in his trespass." So basically, you know what I'm saying, the head, what does it say in Deuteronomy? They shall be the head and we shall be the tail. So the head of our enemies is who? Esau. That's the ambassador among the heathen. So the Most High said he has a controversy against Edom and Basra. Right. All right, so that's what he's coming to do. And who's setting up all that shit up out there? All right, mainly Esau and these other nations, man.
Yeah, Amalek.
Amalek.
The chief house.
Chief house.
But they think they're the captain. The ambassador. Yahawashi is the captain.
Huh.
See that? The captain of the sea. Right? Don't wait for Eve, you know what I mean? Bald head Eve. We'll wait for them to show the noise. It's loud for no damn reason.
They want attention.
Yeah, they want attention. You know, they gotta overexert themselves for the lack thereof they had in their life. What it say? It say what? Yahawashi is among them. Right, so Yahawashi gonna be in the midst of them, man. It's crazy. Alright? Where was it?
All right. Verse 3, it says, "And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven."
There you go. He says 20,000, right? And all the angels, you know, the men of the Lord gonna be in them chariots too.
All right. It says, "And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him."
Right.
It says, "And whensoever
So if you out there in that orbit and he show up and you see them chariots, man, you're gonna tremble. You're gonna be brought down. He's gonna send you right down to the earth. That's it. You know? Go ahead, brother.
It says,
that's some scary shit, man. I'm thinking like a scary movie. You know, you being in the chariot on a spaceship, and then the shit goes, the lights cut off. They're like, ooh, let me check my parameters. My connection's going.
There's gonna be a whole lot of mayday.
Yeah. We can't describe it.
Yeah. You hear
He said we have a problem.
They hear that voice. That voice sounding like many waters.
Come.
Woo! He gonna say, "Columbia, Charlotte."
Well, shit, they said in the spacesuit.
It's gonna shake the earth, so you know it's gonna shake them up.
It says, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burnt that heard his voice, like as the earth felleth when it filled the fire.
So what does that mean? That mean they what? They're gonna be broken down. All right. Their pride is gonna be destroyed.
Gun.
And at that point, that's when the Lord gonna make them fight. Go ahead, brother.
It says, and after this,
it sound like I'm underwater with the damn shit on here.
It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea.
Right, and who's doing that? The dragon, the European Union and NATO. They gather all these nations to bring them into perdition. To bring them into the war of Armageddon. All right, so they gathered innumerable multitudes gathered for the war, ultimately to fight against Yahawashi. So if you're in the Navy, man, you ass out, man. You know, you swim in the deep water without a paddle, literally.
But I beheld, and lo, he had graven himself a great mountain and flew up upon it.
Right, so he got a great mountain-sized chariot out there, probably bigger than a mountain. You know, that's probably the biggest expression Ezra could think of at that time, a mountain. So it's huge and it's sparkling like a beautiful, dazzling light. You all right? Go ahead, brother.
But I would have seen the region or place where out the hill was graven, and I could not.
Woo. So that chariot came out the sky. All right. That's probably it on that. What do you say? The innumerable multitude.
Right here.
Gonna fight against them? Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. It says,
Yeah, wait,
keep on. You want me to keep going?
Yeah, keep going.
All right. Because in 8 it's gonna go into how they was terrified. He made them to fight.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
All right. It says, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, and yet durst fight.
So y'all gonna be ill. So get ready, man. You know, I ain't know how to say it. It's like, they're gonna be scared as hell, man. That's what they see.
God.
The Lord said He's gonna be terrible unto them, man. He's the King of terrors. So He know how to scare His creations. Right? The true boogeyman is about to pop up on you. Yahawashi. Go ahead, brother.
It says, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a burst of fire.
Right, so right here, my bad. So right here, He's not just going to shoot that out at them. They're not just going to be standing there. They're going to be shooting at the Lord. He said He saw the violence of them. So they what? They're going to be throwing bombs at Him, throwing everything they can shoot at Him. Missile defenses, all kind of stuff. And He's going to sit there. And they ain't going to be able to touch Him, just like on
Independence
Day. So He said He saw that violence. Meaning He's going to be inside the chariot or on the chariot looking at them. All right? And they ain't going to be able, He's going to show them, like, I ain't got to do nothing. And then He's going to zap their ass out of His chariot, with His chariot.
God. It says, but only I saw that He sent out of his mouth as it had been a burst of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue He cast out sparks and tempests.
That's right, man. Sparks and tempests. What's that? Like a hot lava hurricane coming at your ass. Straight, direct blast of nuclear wind coming at you. You're going to bring that nuclear fire straight to you, the direct, direct flame, man.
It says, and they were all mixed together, the burst of fire,
yep,
the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which were prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived.
Right, just like in America, nothing going to be perceived. All right, so the Lord going to bring that same destruction upon each individual that fights against Him over there in the Armageddon. All right.
But only dust and the smell of smoke.
Yo, the Lord going to zap you, man.
Right. This is what Ezra said.
That's right, man.
And when I saw this, I was afraid.
Right. So Ezra was seeing that in his mind. He was scared. It's like a movie, like a scary movie. It's like a scary movie, yo. He's seeing them get destroyed. All right. I feel like I'm missing something. It was another point I wanted to make, man. But it'll come to me if I need to. Oh, but before that happens, now we got to get it one more time. Revelation 12. That's why I'm supposed to bring it up.
Again?
Yeah. Revelation 12, because this right here is going to happen after Revelation 12.
12 and 7?
Yep.
No, this is Revelation 12 and 7. It says, and there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels.
Right.
And prevailed not, neither was their place found anymore in heaven.
There you go. So he's going to fight against all their what? Their Navy fleet in the Shemayim, right? He's going to fight against what's called Space Force. He's going to fight against their Air Force, their drones. He's going to fight against their army, like he just read. And he's going to fight against their Navy in the sea. The ships in the sea going to be destroyed at some point by us. He said he's going to give that ability to the men of the Lord. Where he said we're going to tread upon serpents, upon their houses, and upon the sea. You know what I said? I said Job, but we ain't got to get it. I was kind of don't want to get it. Look at Genesis 1 and 7. So that's what all this is leading to, as you hear about the Space Force being built and them training Navy SEALs to go out there now. Why? Because they're preparing for war, man. If you look up the word Navy, it means ships, and it says especially for war. You see that? So they need people to man those ships, but it can't be regular astronauts. It has to be like war-minded people, knuckle draggers that just take orders. It's crazy that a drop of damn bomb from heaven.
All right, this Genesis chapter 1 verse 6, and it says, and Yahweh said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters.
That's right, man. So the Lord separated that. He created that. That's his house. He created what? He separated the Shemayim from the oxygen down here. You know, and then added what you call another compound called H2O.
Oh.
You know? So he the one that divided that. So the Shemayim, it shows proof that there's waters out there, man. All right? And so he's the captain of those seas, man. He's the captain of those waters. All right? That was it, right?
It says, and Yahweh made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was so.
That's right, man. So the Lord created that, man. All right? He created this whole process, and you trying to battle him in his arena. That's impossible, man. Your arms are too short to box with the Most High.
He's got T-Rex arm trying to box.
Second Ezra 6 and 41, Babaka Shah. We're almost done with this one.
This is Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 41.
Yep.
It says, upon the second day, thou madest the spirit of the firmament and commandest it to part asunder.
Right, so the Lord commanded the firmament to go around the earth. You see that? And he gave what? A spirit. So that's why everything has a spirit to it. You know? The Lord is at the core of every, what you would call Adam, man. I don't give a goddamn who don't like it. He's at the core of every damn cell. What you want to call? What else you want to call it? Element. Yeah. He's at the core of it, though. He created what you call the firmament as well too, and sent that around the earth. Ain't that beautiful, man? That's our power. And you trying to fight against that shit? Go ahead, brother.
And to make a division betwixt the waters, that the one part might go up, and the other remaineth beneath.
There you go. So he did that through what? The splitting of the cells or atoms. He split the hydrogen atom from the oxygen. And then upon the earth, he added another hydrogen to it. You got hydrogen out there, you got oxygen, and then he added hydrogen and oxygen together and made it more soluble, called water, Mayim. Woo! That's his ways are unthinkable. His wisdom, you know. His ways are not our ways. All right. So the way Esau, you're a cunning hunter, but the Lord gave you that ability. The hunter, Yahawashi like the predator.
God, the hunter is going to become the hunted.
The hunter is going to become the hunted, man. Yep, you're going to be a prey. Like a, what do you say? Like a damn deer.
Venison.
Yeah, they said venison. Huh?
Say chase rope.
Yeah, like a chase rope. All right, let's keep going with this real quick. He's going to chase you out of the heavens, chase you out of rulership, chase you out of your seat, right? Chase you around the earth. All right?
Lucifer, son of the morning.
That's right.
I was trying to think.
Second Ezra 16 to 58. And then the prayer of Azariah, 1 and 38.
16 and what? 38?
Yeah,
Okay.
16 to 58.
58.
Okay. All right, this is Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 58. He has shut the sea in the midst of the waters, and with his word hath he hanged the earth upon the waters.
So with his word, so he don't even need to fight. He said with his word, he just chose fire to be the destruction. That's why Yahawashi gonna show up and do that. Just like Yahawashi didn't have to do all those miracles. It's just that's what the Father told him to do. The Father chose through fire to destroy these people. You see that? So Yahawashi, he coming up with different ways to display that fire. All right, and one is gonna be through nuclear missiles, and the other one gonna be through his chariot. When he show up and start zapping you people.
Right in the thunderbolts.
Right in the thunderbolts. And he said what? He hung the earth in the heavens, in the Shemayim, in the waters like a can you read that again?
Con, this is Second Ezra chapter It's like 16.
Yeah.
16.
58.
58. It says, He hath shut the sea in the midst of the waters, and with his word hath he hanged the earth upon the waters.
Right, so he shut the sea. How did he shut up the sea? With what you call the firmament. And he shut up the sea in the heavens. All right? And he said what? He hung the earth. I forgot it again. I was focusing on another part.
It says, and with his word hath he hanged the earth upon the waters.
So with his word, he hung the earth upon the waters. Got it in one spot, man, not moving, man. You see that? He got it stuck in orbit with the sun. It's crazy, man. He set that orbit up from the beginning with the sun and the moon. All right? That's where you get night from with the moon. That's where you get light from with the sun. All right, look at this. So through his word, he created these things. So through his word, he can destroy you damn devils. Go ahead, brother.
Come on, verse 59. He spreadeth out the heavens like a vault. Upon the waters hath he founded it.
Right. He spreadeth out the heavens like a vault. All right, so what you call a vault is something that you put jewels or diamonds or something into. If you look out in the heavens, it's the universe is something that you go into, like a house. And in it, you have what? Stars. You have the sun, all these sparkling things. You see that? Just like a vault. All right? So the Lord set the earth up within that. Go ahead, brother, and got it spinning on the axle.
Come.
That's power, man. That's power, brother. Come on, go ahead, bro. Oh, you just read?
No, he just.
Oh, Prayer of Azariah, 1 and 38. Yeah, this gonna be the last one. I'm gonna end it here.
Got the teach out of the week.
Yeah. Did somebody we brought that already? We brought that out already. So we dig into the earth.
Come.
Yeah,
All right.
Azariah.
An apocrypha. Yeah. It's like late in the apocrypha.
That's right before. 1 and what?
1 and 38. Oh, it's just 38. It's not a 1, but yeah, 38.
Well, that's all you powers of the Lord, bless thee and praise thee.
Yep. There you go, 37.
All right.
37 and 38.
It says, this is the prayer of Azariah. 1 and 37. It says, oh, all ye waters that be above the heavens, bless thee the Lord, Yahawashi, praise and exalt him above all forever.
Right, man.
Oh, all ye powers of the Lord, bless ye the Lord, praise and exalt him above all forever.
Right, so all of that belongs to him, man. The heavens and the earth is his, man. All right, so how you damn devils gonna try to go out there and say that's a new battle arena? That's a new place for you to, what? To lead people to perdition. That's a new place for you to be judged at.
Come.
All right? So with that, I'm gonna end this part of the lesson and hand the mic over to the brother, man. Say, shalom. You can end that clip.